I'm going to teach you a trick now. I don't do systems. I don't learn a whole load of moves in a row. What I do is I learn the specific positional tricks of chess. Believe me, that's how you build your own systems. So just going to show you part of this game, which I won. It's a queen pawn, small pawn opening. Now look, can you see something already? Can you see something, a massive weakness on White's part? It is that his queen is in line with his king. And if I can get my black bishop onto his queen, I will win that queen. So watch how I go about doing this. Castling. A castle? That's the end of the opening as far as I'm concerned, but not as far as he's concerned. Well, now I can push away this knight. That's step one. Okay, now I've got this little pawn that he's put there, which is actually to stop my knight from moving forward, but it also stops my bishop from pinning his queen to his king. The pawn in front of my queen on the d-file will allow this bishop fun to happen. It may just mean that I take with the pawn, and the pawn threatens his queen. She's got to move out the way, and then as the pawn captures the next pawn along, it'll be a check, and then I could capture the rook if he hasn't moved it. But let's just continue. We've got to oust this knight. It's very important to oust the knight. He gives me the knight. I don't know why. Well, I do actually. He's got nowhere else for it to go. That was foolish. Now I go here. But I don't care about the knight. I don't care about it. I've got bigger fish to fry. He takes the rook. You take the rook. I don't care about the rook. I've got bigger fish to fry. Here's my bigger fish. And this is where he makes his massive mistake. This isn't the right move at all. He moves the pawn forward. I'm not going to take that, he says. But look, if I do this now, what can he do? What can he do to prevent what was going to happen? All he's got, maybe, is to move the bishop pawn forward. But he moves it 2 spaces. This gives me the gift I have been waiting for. I'm not taking en passant. I can. En passant. I can take en passant. And then he could close it all up like this. But I'm not going to, am I? As soon as he did that, there's my prize. Now, don't forget, I've not taken his knight and I've lost a rook. So I'm actually 9 points down on material, and I'm about to gain 9 points of material, but I'm going to give up another 3 to 4 points with the bishop. So, but I am going to do that. However, look, he gives me a knight. This is distraction techniques. This is desperation. So I'm going to get 1 knight back, but I'm actually also going to get the knight in the corner back. Watch. Check. Take the knight. Now what about the knight in the corner? He comes and attacks here. He wants to take with one of those pieces, that pawn. But look, as soon as he does this, takes the pawn and the knight's back. Now what's the material? Well, he's got 4 small pieces, and I've got 3 small pieces and a queen. That's a massive advantage. At the higher levels of chess, that's a massive advantage. I am going to win this game. There's no question about it. So what's the lesson to learn from that? The lesson to learn is don't stick your queen in line with your king like that. Just don't do it. It would have been better to put it here. What he was trying to do was he was trying to keep the possibility of castling on either side open by moving the queen there. This was wrong. Better to move the rook there, but maybe not just yet. Move the queen there now. Wait for me to do my move. And then stick. Did I say rook? I always call knights rooks. I don't know why. But you see how this is far, far superior. Yes, he can only castle on one particular side. But so what? I'm going to castle. He's late as well for white. He's very late. Maybe I add something for this pawn. He gets this ready. Maybe I get this bishop out to here. And now he castles. I still say his opening is not as good as mine. but I would say that because I've got my ways of opening. But his queen is not in danger, and most of his pawns are protected. There's one that isn't. Can you see which one it is? I'm attacking it right now, and it will win his queen if I take it. Yeah, you saw it. Okay, well, that requires him to do this. And now everything is protected. So I hope that's been an interesting lesson for you. Simple. Notice when his queen is in line with his king. And believe me, there will be many occasions, even at these higher levels of chess that I play at, there will be many occasions when noticing that wins you the game. Do like and subscribe if you've enjoyed my content. There's lots and lots of other videos, including full games to watch and smaller videos involving little tricks like this. We're going to have more tricks as we go along into the future. So do like and subscribe to Chess Voices, the most relaxing chess channel on YouTube. See you all soon.